Hello, welcome back. All right, let's get this party started. Hopefully, you have some coffee and you are ready. I'm just getting set up on the laptop, coming here where I can actually reach. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippian Life. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms, but this live stream this is the second one of the day. These ones are all about the cards. Tarot cards, oracle cards. I have a deck of true love reading cards. Aniket, hello, welcome. You are number one, my friend. Amin, hello, you're number two. Let me get my email address in here. Susan, hello, welcome. All right, so we have Aniket, Amin, Sister Susan. I am good today. Thank you for asking. How are you guys? You guys seem a little far away. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer. There. Oops, hopefully I didn't mess it up. Tina is fourth. I remembered. All right. Coffee. Let's get this party started. Today we're using the Rider Tarot deck. It's the one I use all the time. But the oracle of the day will be the Urban Crow Oracle, unless you want a different one, my friends. And I have the enchanted maps that we've been using. The mermaids we've used. I have both Earth Magic decks. And as I mentioned, I have the True Love reading cards with me as well. So, when it's your turn, if you'd like something different than what I'm using, just let me know and we'll go through them again. Christy, absolutely, you're fifth. Mr. Paper, you were here this morning. Welcome back, my friend, but please be nice, be kind. Don't forget, I am a grandma, and my grandkids, my kids, my family, everybody subscribes and watches. And we do, my friend, we do rely on Jesus. This was in a recent haul. I hope, does anybody remember? Oh my gosh, so that just went over way really fast. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with the tarot. Thank you, Aniket. Absolutely. Oh, missing. Totally missing twice. Bora, is that what you're... welcome. Please be nice, my friends. We are having fun with cards. All right. Stay out of the chat, Grandma. And, let's get started. One more good shuffle. Mamie, hello. Welcome back. I have not seen your name in a while. You will be number 6 on the list. How are you? All right. When we have a disaster like that, it just means I'm not holding onto the cards and paying attention. There we go. That's much better. Aniket, let's use an Earth Wisdom card. These are, Earth cards are Sister Susan's favorite. I am well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. So how is the weather in Ireland? So this is for Aniket. We just need an oracle. One is all we're asking for. Chasing cards everywhere this morning. Sankey. Sankey, hello, welcome. Oh my gosh, I love your name. Sankey, okay. This is my other boss. This one doesn't talk back in any way, shape, or form. There we go. My you know who boss is doing her job of holding the couch down. Finally being quiet. All right. Ooh, bird, that is chilly. Oh my goodness, that is super chilly. So, Aniket, the first card I have for you is the Three of Pentacles. Now remember, the Three of Pentacles represents abundance, gains. I apologize. I am a little bit distracted. Let me concentrate. So this card represents gains, monetary, material, harvest in your heart, in your soul. A Three of Pentacles represents apprentice. Eight of Pentacles is a journeyman. And a Ten of Pentacles is the master. This card represents, again, the apprentice, the beginning. It's also cooperation. Let's see if I have anything else written down for it. No, I don't. So remember, apprenticeship, cooperation, it's the beginning of something. And if you're if you're putting applications in, this card is a good indication that you will be chosen. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you, thank you, my friend. Let me put you on a list. I'm not sure if I've given away all the memberships. Yes, I have given away the 10 free memberships this month. But you're in for the next ones, Jennifer. Thank you. So yes, good indication that you will be chosen, Aniket. Pentacles also represent the winter time as well. In winter, that starts December 21st. You also have the Six of Swords. This card represents new horizons and moving on. But before you go, become a better you. The card indicates that it may also be an emotional time as well. No, not the naughty list, my dear. You also have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is usually comes with a message. And the page is a court card. And when you think of the courts, king, queen, knight, page, page is usually the youngest person. When you think that way, a page is young. And they always come with a message. And this message is for you to conjure your brilliance, burst out, be proud, be active, and be creative. It represents a successful conclusion, but it's going to take a longer time frame. Successful, but longer. You have the Knight of Cups. That's my coffee. The Knight of Cups comes with a quest. And this quest is for you, Aniket, to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about. Some people may even say you're self-absorbed when it comes to this. But again, it is your quest. And it will be successful. It will just take a little bit longer. You also have the King of Wands. The King of Wands says to take action. Express your reason to be. The card says that you can inspire enthusiasm where there's lethargy. So if you have friends and they're like moping around and you're like, oh, let's do this or let's do that, you generally provide them with that enthusiasm and energy to get them up and get them going. So you can inspire enthusiasm where there's lethargy. You put vigor into any occasion you grace with your presence. And you're a master at putting a new spin on any situation. So again, the card says take action, express your reason to be. And remember, the Wands suit represents something happening fast. I have a splotch. A smeared spot. Oh, well. Your oracle for the day is the healing heart card. This card says bleeding heart heals broken hearts and wounds caused through relationship issues. It says emeralds are tiny, brilliant crystals of emotional healing. A broken heart is one of the hardest wounds to heal because we often go about it wrong. We act wrong and we lash out in anger or indulging in non-productive self-pity and consequently distract ourselves from actually feeling the emotions. Feel your honest emotions, honor them, and release them, making way for true healing. The card says, my heart hurts. I feel the pain and name the source of it. I allow myself to experience it, even though it is hard. I honor the experience of my heart. I release the pain. I'm not sure if we've had this card very often. David, hello, welcome. Melissa, hello, welcome. I don't have Melissa on the list, but I will. You're number 9. David. Whoops. Perfect. All right, I'm in. It is your turn. So this is a scented, I thought it was a pen that wrote black ink. I got it from Dollar Tree. But no, it's actually a mechanical pencil. And the lady was like, the best thing about it is the gummy, it smells whatever color it is. This is great. It's the best. And I am a gummy bear fanatic. Any of you guys know me? Yeah. All right. I'm in. It is your turn. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Yes, but if it is a goal that you are seeing through to the end, that's the best way to be about it. All right, I'm in. And we'll just continue with those Earth Wisdom cards. They're, why not, right? Why not? We don't use them very often. But I do have the crows right here if anybody wants them. Carter, I do have some cleaning videos. I've been asked, as crazy as that sounds, to do cleaning videos. So, it's not crazy. I do have some. I should do more. Lord knows, I can always clean more. Woo! Wow. In. That was pretty cool. I agree, Tina. I agree. Carter, would you like to be added to the list? We have a flyer. Yeah, and it was seems like a good one too. All right, so in the first card you have is the Ace of Swords. Um, an ace represents the start of something new. So it means you have just completed a cycle. So congratulations on that. Again, it represents a new cycle. It's victory, pure, singular, decisive, cutting, and purposed. Um, the card also may show a downsizing is required. So again, if it serves you no purpose, get rid of it. You have a major arcana, the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents that you should seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. So you literally know this person. They've been there, they've done that, they don't lie. And you don't have to fact check the things they tell you. So you can talk to them. They will steer you in the right direction. Or if they cannot give you any advice, they're at least a good ear to listen. And they won't gossip about what you talk about. Now, on the other hand, because we know tarot has always has another meaning. The card says that there could be an unwelcome authority trying to give you advice as well, um, like a parent. Oh my gosh, I have to sneeze, you guys. That's going to be embarrassing. I'm going to try to hold it down. Go away. You also have the Tower card, a major arcana. It represents that you most likely are going through an emotional and sudden change. And when I say emotional, very emotional. You might feel like everything is just crumbling down. With the lightning bolt striking, it also represents through no fault of your own. Most of the time, through no fault of your own. And it also represents the end of a restriction. The presence of this card allows you to start fresh, new. Sweep away the rubble, the dust, throw it all away, and build new, fresh. Gamer, hello, welcome. What happened? Gamer69, I'm not sure why you were timed out, especially as a member. But was something disrespectful said? So guys, caution on timing out our members. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It could also have been an accident. I know when I could easily have done it when I was trying to fix things. So I apologize that that happened to you. It very well could have been accidental. So we'll make sure that doesn't happen again. Who have I not added to the list? Carter. Have not heard back from Carter. Gamer69, you are number 11. Saxy Butler. So yeah, please don't be rude. Be kind. Because just because you are a member doesn't give we still must be kind. All right. To continue, in the next card you have is the Death card, another major arcana. It represents that you're going through an inevitable change, and it is going to be very transformative. I have to say, I also have the dates October 24th through November 22nd, so I'm feeling that something may have happened in those times. And you have a Ten of Swords, which represents betrayal and distress. Uh, it represents something happened that you least expected. You may quite literally feel like you've been stabbed in the back. And like the card shows, face down in the dirt, may it may represent, this card may also represent fixed thoughts and rigid thinking. Being a 10, it represents that the cycle is complete. And it says that you now know, at least everything is now known. It is out in the open, and just like the card shows, you now know the ground when you're face down in it. But because everything is now known, it frees you up to start afresh and new. Nothing is hidden anymore. Your oracle for the day is the Joy card. I have to make sure I'm in the proper language. Uno. Hello, welcome. Welcome, my friend. So dandelion heals anger, clears physical and energetic toxins, and releases personal power. Garnet encourages a passion of life, for life. Physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional toxins strangle the natural joy of life. Clear the toxins to access your joy. Being joyful grounds you in your own personal power and reveals your passions. Understand the dearest wishes of your soul and find the confidence to make them come true. My joyful heart is beautiful and valuable. I embrace the natural ebbs and flows of joy and do what I can to support my joy and my passions with confidence. Huge positive changes. Sonakshi, hello, welcome. Oh my goodness, your mom's having her baby right now. Oh my goodness, good vibes, good vibes. I'm so excited for you and your family. Growing larger and larger. Sister Susan, it is your turn. I know you're so excited right now, Saxy Butler. Did I forget someone? Aniket, go ahead and do whatever you've got to do. It's no problem. No problem. My real name, I'll write it in the chat real quick. Oh my gosh, if I can reach. I have to stand up. That's my first name. Jennifer, you are number 7. All right, Susan. One. I don't have a middle name. Just a first and a last. Aw, thank you. All right. Sister Susan has the Ace of Wands. Being an ace, it represents the start of something new. It also is the urge to move on and get out and do something new. The card says never stop striving for what you want. So this could be a new neighborhood, a new career, maybe a new look, something new. You know that whatever it is, you cannot remain the way it is anymore. Uh, Rish, hello, welcome. How are you, my friend? Good evening. Good evening to you. And thank you for being here. You know that you cannot continue the way it is. You're full of pioneer spirit and it drives you forward. You must make the first move. Susan, you must believe in your vision. It may be the making of you. You have the Page of Cups. This card represents that you need to enjoy life. Make the most of living your life to the fullest. Savor being the center of attention. And live life like there's no tomorrow. So that means the here, the now, and the present. Not in yesterday or tomorrow. We have the Major Arcana, which is the Strength card. It's a positive. It's a yes card. It is a through inner strength. So be like the trees, strong but bendable. Stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. So the Strength card represents power and courage and being generous through inner strength. And if I know anybody who is, Sister Susan represents this card. This should be Sister Susan's card. She also has the Ace of Pentacles. I love this card. This is like my favorite card in the deck. I know I have a lot of favorite cards, but this one is like my most favorite. This one, again, it represents the start of a new cycle. It represents perfect contentment, infinite opportunities, material opportunities. This card indicates a place of wealth. And as the card shows, you can see a helping hand is being offered. If somebody offers to help you, say yes, Susan. Yes. You have the Nine of Swords. This is a grieving card. It is also a 9, which represents you are in a resting phase. Almost a 10, which is the completion of this phase. Each sword represents a feeling we all must go through when we grieve. Everybody grieves. Nobody's immune to grieving. That's why we're all on every zodiac sign is on the blanket. Every zodiac sign, which means we all grieve, but we all grieve differently, and we all grieve for a different reason. So the card can represent deception, despair, failure, miscarriage, death. Again, we all grieve for a different reason. You are the phase is almost complete. Your oracle for the day is Divine Light. Now, if anybody's on the list and they don't want to wait in line and wait their turn, a super chat will get you next in line immediately. Not necessary, but we'll get you next. St. John's wort alleviates depression, soothes shock and trauma, and elevates moods. Sunstone, which I have not heard of very often, Sunstone contains the cleansing and healing power of the sun and shares it with those who ask. Whether you are feeling blue or suffering from more serious conditions, you can support your healing by turning to the divine light and nurturing your own inner divinity. When we don't feel well, it's easy for our inner light to fade. Get the attention you need, whether medical, psychological, or spiritual, while supplementing with huge doses of bright divine light. My inner divine light wants to shine in the world. I give my light energy and brilliance by connecting with the greater divine energy that nourishes all of life. There is a tree of life on the back of the card as well. Tina, you are next. It's pronounced Bohippian. Instead of, nowadays the fad is Bohemian. Well, I'm old. I feel I'm a little too young for the Bohemian clothing style. Sister Susan, you are welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. And most of all, thank you for being one of the best friends a person could ever have. Thank you for being you. And I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, Bohemian. So instead of Bohemian, it's Bohippian. Hippie, I can pull off. I'm a flower child. I'm a product of the 60s. I was born in 1971. Yeah, so I was born in the 70s. What do they say? I am the literal love child. So, Bohippian. The little witchy one. It is your turn. Bohippian Rhapsody is what it should be. Because I love this little life. Yes, we do. Saxy Butler, we absolutely do want to know your little brother's name. Yeah, they hide it and then they have me review it later. But I always forget. Truthfully, I always forget. That might have been why Gamer69 was timed out, because I forgot to look at something. Alright, concentrate. This is for Tina. Oh dear. You have 2 aces. Which, if you haven't realized, you are on a new cycle in life. There's 2 cards here letting you know loud and clear, my dear. So, I keep forgetting to ask people what cards they want. Would you like the Crow Oracle? Would you like to continue with the Earth Wisdom? I'm just taking the liberty and just... Okay. I don't want you to get timed out. Sonakshi, there's something, I think it has to do with this full moon. Hopefully once this cycle, and we start the next one, hopefully all of these, feeling lethargic and not having any energy, hopefully that all goes away. All right. So the first card you have, Tina, the little witchy one, is the Ace of Swords. Again, this card represents the start of a new cycle. It is victory. It represents pure thought, intellect. It's singular because it's an ace, so this is something you're probably going to be doing on your own. It doesn't mean you're going to be like alone. It just means that whatever this new thing you're doing, you'll be doing it by yourself. It's whatever it is, it's decisive, cutting, and purposed. And it shows that there also may be a need to downsize. I do things all the time, new things, and my husband's like, I'm like, that's okay. I got this. So there are many things that I do that my husband doesn't do, and vice versa. There are many things he do that I don't do. There are many things he does that I don't do. That's all it means, is that whatever it is you just doing a solo. You also have an Ace of Pentacles, my favorite card. It represents a new cycle, infinite opportunities, material opportunities, a place of wealth, and more important, a place of perfect contentment. On the card, you can see a helping hand is being offered. So if somebody offers to help you, say yes, accept their help, because you see how they're offering help with the money in their hand. They're either offering money or their help will bring this to you. Infinite opportunities, material opportunities. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a woman, and the woman is wise. This woman is direct, and this woman speaks sharply. This woman says to say what you think. Be your own person. Keep your strong convictions no matter what oppositions you come up against. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Be confident, be straightforward, and you will receive the acknowledgement you deserve. Your oracle for the day is the Divine Protection card. This card says Angelica enhances divine protection, spiritual guidance, love, and healing. Andalusite, sometimes called fairy stones, can form a circle of protection. So if you come across a fairy stone, they are good luck, also known as a witch's rock. It's a stone with a hole in it, or it could be a huge rock with a hole in it. They're good luck. Also sometimes known to be used to see into the future or the past. They offer a form of protection, a circle of protection. Sometimes we are required to go where angels and perhaps fairies fear to tread. Before heading into the deep, dark unknown, surround yourself with divine protection. Create a circle of light around yourself, drawing the protective energy in and all around you. Connect to your higher source and ask for loving guidance. I fear no evil. I am protected. I lean on the divine to surround and to guide me as I move through this dark and confusing time. Marsha, hello. Welcome. Christy, you are next. Marsha has a bear video out? Yes. But remember, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean you're going to be alone in life. It just means that you might be doing something that your husband's not interested in doing, and you'll be doing that by yourself. Like me in my YouTube. My husband's like, that's all you. That's all you. But, I mean, he has no problem being in a video once in a while. All right. Christy. Christy, you have a 6 of Cups, which represents, so a 5 is a halfway point, and a 6 represents that things have been taken to the next level. This card represents that something has just recently happened, an encounter, something in your life happened, an epiphany, to take things to the next level. Remember, 6s are an emotion, not 6s. Cups are an emotion suit. So, I have chosen the Oracle, the Urban Crow Oracle to use today. You don't have to use them. You can use any ones you want. I have the crows, the wisdom that we have been using, mermaids, maps. I have the Other Earth deck and True Love reading cards. You can pick any one you want. You said, I am a single married person. Perfect. These are a subscriber favorite. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. You are the best. Sebastian? Aw. Well, no. Yeah, Sebastian. Oh my gosh. If I pronounced it right, I love the name. Yeah, Sebastian. I love it. Oh, I bet he's just perfect. And how's Mom doing? Oh, I think I've seen that one. I'm pretty sure I watched that one. But I better go back and check just to make sure. I like unique. Unique is good. All right, Christy. So again, you have a Six of Cups. This represents a shift in energy, or a leveling up. This is a leveling up card. It represents childlike wishes, first feelings, first flutters. It can represent a reunion or a rekindle of something from the past. Now, remember, this reunion can be maybe a reunion, a family reunion. Maybe you're going to bump into somebody you went to school with, or an old work colleague, or the rekindle of something. Can represent the rekindle of a hobby, maybe a place you used to go vacation, but you don't go there anymore, but you're like, I need to start going back there. Or maybe maybe you put your career on the back burner, so somebody else could advance in their career. Either way, this card represents a leveling up, and things are being taken to the next level. You have the Page of Swords, which represents to withdraw, get some air, choose your words wisely, for they are sharp, and they can make or break a difficult situation. When this card pops up, it always wants me to say, to remember, because it says that your words are sharp and they can make or break a difficult situation. Remember, the least said is the least mended. The Page of Swords is also a card of criticism, and it has two edges. The judgment of others and your judgment of yourself. Now you have the Four of Wands. This card represents a welcome and a celebration. Whoops, one more page. It represents something going to happen fast. It's so it can represent to home or a family visit. So a welcome and celebrate. You see the people are jumping up and down, waving their hands in the air. There's people in the back corner here seated at a table. They're already celebrating. The joys started and they cannot wait for you to get there. And you have the High Priestess, a major arcana. This is a positive card, and it represents change that you didn't realize was going to happen. It is intuition, which is also known as your gut feeling, so you should trust that more. This card says the future is yet unrevealed. So this may be more joyous than you think. Your oracle for the day is making a choice, reverse. In reversed, this card says, is it Rahika? Hello, welcome. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Sebastian Breeze Butler. That is super cool. Sonakshi, you are number 13 and we are number 5. This card says now is not the time to abdicate responsibility for your life. Letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choice. Even if you've opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There's great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. And no one can take that away from you no matter what. Don't give your power away. And if you're willing to be rigorously honest with yourself, you may see the need to change some things. You can change course and choose another route, my friend. Just be willing to clean up what you've left behind. Mamie, you are next, my friend. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being so patient. The list grows fast, and then sometimes it takes me forever to get through it. So these are for Mamie. Not sure if Mamie is still here. All right, Mamie, the first card you have is the Star card, a major arcana. This card represents that you have a renewed feeling of hope. You feel inspired. You have a strong connection to the healing. You have an optimistic outlook for the future. This card is a positive. It's a yes. You may have a stronger connection to your spirituality. Again, hope, light, visions, and prosperity will come from what you do best. Again, it is a renewed hope, renewed feelings. You also have the King of Cups, emotion suit. The King of Cups is a dignity card, and it says to maintain your composure and set a good example. So be the person you would want supporting you. Now, if you have a question, and if the question is about a man, this card can represent that the man is agreeable and the man agrees with you. You have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind. Again, be ready to defend yourself. When this card pops up, I always want to make sure I throw in there, don't allow somebody to try to assert a hierarchy over you. Again, be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind. Your oracle for the day is the Risk card. Again, this is for Mamie. Whoops. This card says that you may need to assess if the reward is worth the risk. And if it is, now may be the time to take a chance on something you desire. This card brings to your awareness an opportunity that others might forego out of fear. As a result, you may discover there is less competition, opening the door for you to succeed more easily. Jennifer, you are next. So I'll have you on the list, my friend. Roblox and music. Your favorite food is pizza. Huh? All right, Jennifer. Let's see what the cards have for you. Jennifer, do you know what deck you would like? We have the Enchanted Maps, the crows that I just used, the 2 Earth decks, which are these ones, the mermaids, and the true love ones. I will give you a moment while I grab a little bit of coffee. Oh my gosh, burritos are yummy. All right, Jennifer. So we'll just stick with the crows, if that's fine then. Yep, instantly hungry. Me too. Me too. Oops. All right, Jennifer. Let's see what the oracles have for you. And then we'll get started with your reading. Melissa's next. There it is. Jennifer, the first card you have is the 4 of Swords. This card represents after some conflict. After conflict or stress, it is a card of rest and examination. Because a new life awaits. Up in the corner, a new life awaits. The card represents letting go of things that serve you no purpose. So this is one of those selfish times, Jennifer. If it doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form, toss it out. You have the 7 of Cups, an emotion suit. Remember, 7s are a call to reorganize. This one is all about inspiration and imagination. You see how all cups are full and overflowing? Whatever worked in the beginning to make everything, all your cups full and overflowing, may not be working as well. They're still working, just not as well. This card is a call to reorganize. But remember, your imagination needs to be kept in check. There is fanciful and then there's downright deluded. So use your imagination in practical ways or it will use you. So is fate revealing the truth? And remember, pie in the sky ideas, that's your right. You cannot expect other people to feast on them. You have an Ace of Swords, which represents victory, a new cycle. It's pure thought, it's singular, it's decisive and cutting and purposed. The card may also show that a downsizing is required. Remember, victory and a new cycle. Jennifer, your oracle for the day is the Curiosity card. This card says, when curiosity appears, you will be better served by putting aside your emotions and thinking like a researcher. This card asks that you open doors, look inside, and analyze the situation. It's time to do your research. It says you are just scratching the surface. The possibilities are vaster than you are currently seeing, but you need to be inquisitive, to get inquisitive. Curiosity. Melissa, you are next. Oh, I just poked myself in my glasses. Okay. What's your question, Aniket? You can, Melissa. Absolutely. I like to be outside on full moon. So even if it's in the middle of the night, if the dog has to go out, if it's a full moon, I'm going to step outside in it. I do put water outside, moon water. I love to have moon water for all sorts of things, rituals, cleaning, plants. But I like to meditate. I meditate a lot, all the time, not just on specific days. And like I said, I Zen for meditation, which is the use of a candle. There may actually be a more specific meaning for Zen. That's just, as a child, that's all I remember it being told to me as, and that's how I use it. That's what I remember. Oh, all right, Melissa. So moon water is just normal water charged by the moon. That's why you put it out on a full moon. So you can drink it. Lots of people drink it and they feel so much more recharged, energized, refreshed, and renewed. The Lunar Prince mentioned using it to wash your mirrors with. Some people like to use it for spells, rituals, cleaning. Yep, I have, yeah, moon water. Pull water outside. Some people just some people take the opportunity to swim during a full moon, bathe outside during a full moon, anything. It is, yeah, it's so beneficial for you. So try it. My daughter is the one who told me about the moon water. She used to put it out all the time. And then my grandkids, her kids, would drink it, take it to school and drink it. And she said they always had such a good day with the moon water. All right, Melissa. Oh, Jennifer, I just did your cards. They were, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. All right, let me get to Melissa. Let's get Melissa's cards done. You have the Nine of Cups, which is an emotions suit, cups. The Nine of Cups, though, is a resting phase, and it represents abundance, being pleased with yourself. It says you surround yourself with your achievements. You love to entertain, be the life and soul of the party. You can have all you desire if you wish and vision a better life. This card represents contentment, and happiness are the rewards of dedication. You have the Empress card. The Empress is a major arcana, a positive, a yes. This card represents home. So it's super important. Home. And when components align, more creates more. So if you go home angry, you can expect to get anger back. If you go home happy, you can expect to get happy back. This is a reap what you sow card. That's why it's an understanding. When components align, more creates more. And it generally represents home and Venus. You also have a major arcana, the Devil card. This card says stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. Just do it. There's so many occasions in life that we all avoid things that we are afraid of. But as you see, the chains are around the necks of the people, not their hands. So stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear, because you can do it. On the flip side, because these tarot have so many different meanings, it says that if you keep wanting, you will always be in need. You have a major arcana, the Lovers. This card represents a Gemini. It's a positive, it's a yes, and it says be open and transparent. Nothing should be held back, even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability, weakness, nervousness. This card represents success and unexpected blessings from above. Your true love card for the day is the Distorted Feminine. This one will take me a moment to find. This card may appear... So, you have drawn this card today because the Distorted Feminine is lurking somewhere in your life and is asking to be acknowledged and healed. Being honest with yourself about what is really happening is the first huge step toward empowerment. Are you constantly becoming involved with the wrong kind of partner? Do you blame your mate for the things that aren't working in your life? Do you keep second guessing yourself or imagine that other people think ill of you? Are you afraid to ask for what you really want? Or are you waiting until someone else figures it out and gives it to you? Are you dwelling on old feelings of hurt or disappointment? Your angels and spirit guides want you to know that now is the time to bring this energy to the surface. Bless it for what it has taught you, then let it go. It is time to live in and for the present. It is time to recognize the distorted feminine in your life and release these negative patterns and live fully and happily in the present. Jennifer, I want to say that I upload these live streams. So if we are at 104 minutes, you are probably around the 55 minute mark. David, it is your turn. You are so welcome, my friend. You are so welcome. Jennifer, you are welcome too. So at the top of the chat, I have my email highlighted. I offer free in-depth card readings for anybody who wants one. The free ones, you have to be put on a list, and I am booked out into January. But yeah, if anybody would like a free in-depth card reading, send me an email. I'll get back to you with the information I need. They are full layouts, 10 plus cards, not just a few that fall. Whoops, those we will take. I can do a reading for your daughter. I'll have to put her on the list. Or you can send me an email and do a full reading for her. Is that what you want? A full reading? Mamie, yes, I did do your reading. I think you may be able to backtrack too. Rewind, you might be able to. Hotel Hell Enthusiast. Oh, you're Jen's daughter. Absolutely. Let's put you on the list. Hotel Hell. All right, so we just need an oracle for David. You are welcome. Taking the one that flipped up. All right, David, the first card you have is the Ace of Swords. It represents the start of a new cycle. It represents victory, singular, decisive, and purposed, whatever this new cycle is. And it also may show that a downsizing is required. You have the Knight of Swords, which says be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind, which means don't allow somebody to try to assert their power or hierarchy over you. You have a 10 of Swords. Wow. Wow, my friend, there is a lot of fighting and arguing going on in your life right now, David. This card represents betrayal and distress. It represents something happened that you least expected. You may literally feel like you were stabbed in the back. But it's a 10. And it represents that it's over. And it frees you up to start a new cycle. That's your victory. Singular. The distressed represents fixed thoughts and rigid thinking. But it also says that you now know, everything is now known. And it is out in the open. And you know the ground when you're face down in it. It frees you up to start fresh and new. Your oracle is the communication card. This card brings the message to speak up and state what you want. You may think those around you know your desires and needs, but that's not the case. Now is the time to articulate your wishes. Make sure you get clear on what you want so there'll be no misunderstanding or confusion later on. Don't be vague. Gamer 69. Venus, hello, welcome. All right, gamer. I haven't seen them on here, so I'm not sure if they're still here. Lizzie, hello, welcome. Gamer 69, you have a 7 of Pentacles, which 7 is a call to reorganize. Pentacles are gains. Anywhere you can enrich your life and make it better is a pentacle. The 7 of Pentacles represents a shift in perspective. It represents long-term success and working hard. It is also waiting for the fruits of your labor to ripen. So there is a pause right now, kind of like a little plateau type thing. A pause to appreciate and to decide, Gamer, I apologize, Gamer69. There's a pause to appreciate and to decide to continue as is or adjust your strategy. We need an oracle for Gamer. Sunil, hello. Oh, yum. Oh, it sounds so amazing. The next card you have, Gamer69, is the Page of Cups. Remember, cups are our emotion suit, and the page always comes with a message. And the message is for you to enjoy life, make the most of living your life to the fullest, and enjoy life, make the most of living your life to the fullest, savor being the center of attention, and live life like there's no tomorrow. You have the Five of Wands. This is a halfway point, and it is a call for you to put boundaries in place. It is also a push and shove card. So the boundaries is, boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep you safe. The Five of Wands, you see this, looks like fighting. This is play fighting. It's a friendly game. So, competition is the name of the game, but you will win and you'll make sure of it. Winning is the most important thing to you, and you will do anything to be seen as successful. So now this is play fighting, nothing serious. If it were anything serious, you would have a swords. But no matter what, competition or not, you will win and you'll make sure of it. Your oracle for the day is the Soar. This card says, there are no obstacles in your way. Now is the time to move. Conjure up your courage and take action. This card brings a rush of energy and an open channel to receive the information needed to progress quickly, with confidence, toward your goal. It is in this space that blocks are removed and events flow beautifully as you sail on to success. Saxy Butler, you are next. And then Sonakshi. Fajitas, oh my gosh. Yes, that would be so fun. All right, Saxy Butler. And they're probably not here. They're probably trying to get to the hospital to enjoy their little brother. But we will pull these cards anyways, just in case they pop in later on. That happens a lot. So if you guys have your own channels, content creators, and you're like, my live streams aren't getting a lot of views, a lot of people watch them later. So check your analytics the next day. You will be surprised. All right, Saxy Butler. The first card you have is the Knight of Wands card. This card says it's a corresponding card, and it represents that everybody will benefit as long as the person is sincere with heart. The thing about this person is they need to be in charge. They need everybody to know they're in charge. They're going to lose interest, and they're going to get carried away. And this person is not a team player. You have the Major Arcana, the Hermit. This is a positive card, and it represents that you need to take the time to be alone. Look within and find your purpose in life. This card represents, well, it's a card of coaching or mentoring, and it allows others to possibly follow in your footsteps. Big brother that you are. You have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups represents that you should enjoy life, make the most of living it to the fullest, savor being the center of attention, and live life like there is no tomorrow. So that means live in the today, the present, not yesterday or tomorrow. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is a reorganizing card, quite possibly. But it also represents long-term success in working hard or studying hard for that. It is waiting for the fruits of your labor to ripen. A pause to appreciate and to decide to continue as is or adjust your strategy. Your oracle for the day is the Territory card. And I can understand this card. When it appears, you may need to consider what boundaries are, hold on, I lost my spot, are in place, or if they are needed. Would the situation benefit from establishing some ground rules? This card may also appear if you need to carve out some space for yourself, whether that be within your home or in the form of time to be alone. You may need to define an area that is solely yours and yours alone, especially with a little brother in the household. It'll be totally different. And what I mean by that is babies aren't quiet. So you may need to find a space that is solely yours. Sonakshi, it is your turn, my friend. Then Rish is next, and then Marsha. Yeah, Sunil's going to have to book his own tickets. I can't do that. Oh my goodness, that does sound yummy. Steamed rice and lentil soup. Oh. All right, Sonakshi, that was fast. The first card you have is a Six of Cups. Remember, cups are our emotions suit. And this one represents leveling up. Childlike wishes, first feelings, first flutters. It represents a reunion or the rekindle of something from the past, like a hobby, a career, or a place you used to maybe visit. You have the Knight of Swords. This card says be alert, be ready to defend yourself and speak your mind. Don't allow somebody to try to assert their hierarchy over you. Don't allow them to shush you. You have the King of Wands. This card says take action, express your reason to be. And remember, wands represent something happening fast, days. The card represents that you can inspire enthusiasm where there is lethargy. You put vigor in any occasion you grace with your presence. And you are a master at putting a new spin on any situation. So, take action and express your reason to be. Do it soon. Your oracle for the day is the Sad Embrace. It says that you may be entering a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a cherished dream. If so, take heart. This ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. Relationships based on faulty foundations, my friend, are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. So if your expectations weren't met, a sense of loss arises along with sadness and grief. Express these emotions. because tears are like healing rain and they can restore life to an inner parched landscape. So, whatever the loss, however great it is, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Rish, it is your turn, my friend. And an oracle. That is so true, about time. All right, Rish, the first card you have is the Four of Cups, and it represents self-pity. You are becoming self-obsessed, and you really need to get out more. So it's actually boredom. You're in a routine, and you are bored. But it also represents quite possibly a missed opportunity. So look for an opportunity you overlooked, but don't take so long deliberating over things that you miss out on that opportunity. You also have a major arcana, the Strength card. This card represents power, courage, being generous. It says, be like the trees, strong but bendable. Stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. This is a through inner strength. It's a positive card and it's a yes card. You have another major arcana, the Death card. This is a neutral energy card because you're going to be going through some emotions. It represents change. This change is going to be emotional. It's an inevitable one, but my friend, it is going to be very transformative. Your oracle for the day is the balancing act in the upright position. I was like, oh, I can't find it. Upright, this card says choose harmony over discord, and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused, and level path. Marcia, you are next. Hotel Hell is next. After Marcia. Marcia has a 10, which represents a completion of a cycle. There it is. We just need an oracle for Marcia. That was fast. All right, so you have the 10 of Wands. Again, it represents the completion of the cycle, Marcia. It represents that you have shouldered too much, whether it be responsibilities or burdens. and it's time to pass some of it on. And because of passing it on, you will reap fortune, gains, and success. Marcia, your next card is a Seven of Wands. This is a conflict and self-defense card. You see, it looks like this person is defending themselves. It also is a reorganizing card. And it represents that you will not be manipulated or controlled by an inferior attack on your principles. So stand firm, stand up, and be counted. You have a Two of Swords, which represents that you are your own worst enemy and that you are facing a tough choice. This card represents indecision and inner conflict. And a 2 is a call to organize. So I'm going to presume that you may just, some things need to be organized, reorganized, and organized. Your oracle for the day is the anticipation card. This card brings hopes and butterflies in the belly as we expect something to happen that brings satisfaction or joy. There is only one warning. Be careful of any attachment held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of your expectation, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. What are you looking forward to at this moment? And how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? All right, Hotel Hell. And then Rahika. All right, so I'm going to use the tarot. And you can pick any of the ones that we have been using. The Crow was for Marcia. The Crows I just used on Marcia. The Enchanted Map. Both Earth decks. Mermaids. And True Love reading cards. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. So the first card you have is an Eight of Swords. First of all, the swords represent something approaching or happening fast, like weeks. Wands were days. Swords are weeks. There it is. So the Eight of Swords represents that you are restricting yourself. Swords are also represents fighting and arguing. This card says stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. You can cope. And sometimes these obstacles that we are creating, this card can represent, because of those things, bad news on the horizon. And again, because of these mental creations, you may encounter feelings of embarrassment, frustration, the feeling of failure or disappointment. Again, these are mental creations. You can cope. The next card you have is a major arcana, the Lovers. This is a positive card. It's a yes card. It can represent a Gemini. But more important, it says be open and transparent. Nothing should be held back, even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability and weakness. Again, it is a positive. It's a yes card. It represents success and unexpected blessings from above. You have another oracle card, though, the Moon. This is a neutral energy card because it's going to be an emotional time. It says it is a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. So the moon has many phases, represent an emotion that you're going to go through. So it is going to be a very emotional time. But after this journey of renewal, my friend, this card represents new and full. You also have the love card for your true love, or for your true love card. I just have to find it. We don't use these very often. And it says, you have drawn this card today because your angels and guides would like you to think about what love really is for you. It is very important for you to make time to contemplate love and how you can create more of it in your life. So close your eyes and get into the feeling of love, the pure, raw energy of this creative force. It may seem a little abstract at first, but as you allow yourself to feel its presence and merge with its vibration, you will begin to realize something amazing. Love is not confined to human relationships or interactions between living beings. It is the fundamental force that animates and guides the entire universe. Love is the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the earth we walk upon. Love is quite literally all around and within you. If you would like to attract a loving relationship or improve your existing one, you can make a beautiful beginning by going to the source of love first. You never need to be short of love. Tapping into the endless flow of love that infuses every atom within and around you will provide nourishment for your soul and inspiration for your life. When you make time to contemplate love, feel the kind of love you desire, and connect with universal love, you will be guided every step of the way by the greatest force ever created. So my friend, Hotel Hell, if you would like an in-depth card reading, 10 plus cards, it was a beautiful card, yes. Send me an email. And that goes for anybody. Uniquely nostalgic, thank you for being here. And welcome to the family. Rahika, it is your turn. All right, Rahika. So, I also want to, before I even pull any cards, I also want you to remember that time has a way of dulling the edges of things, memories, feelings. So, don't forget, sometimes the things that you may, sometimes in time we forget the reasons why we're not together. But let's see what the cards have for you. But sometimes life has a way of pulling people apart, and destiny has a way of bringing them back together. Let's use the enchanted maps for you. All right. So how long have you guys been talking again? And you said just talking, you haven't seen this, you have not seen him again. The first card I have for you is the King of Pentacles. Pentacles are a no. They represent something happening long, slow, like years. The King of Pentacles represents that there are opportunities out there for you, and you have to be practical about them. So I'm gonna presume the cards are saying it's time to move on. You have a Ten of Swords, which represents the completion of a cycle, my friend, which frees you up to start something new. You may literally feel like you've been stabbed in the back. Remember, it's a 10, and you can start over fresh with a new cycle, a new path, a new something. You have the Four of Wands. This card represents something happening fast. The Four, it's a welcome or a celebration. More importantly, it's a welcome or a celebration home or a family visit. So I don't know if you're planning on a visit home or maybe someone from your family is coming to visit you, but it is going to be very welcoming and a celebration. This came up earlier, and I mentioned how they're jumping up and down with joy. Their feet aren't on the ground. Their hands are waving in the air. They're super excited. And there are people there already celebrating, waiting for you to get there. Enjoy this time. Your oracle for the day, Rahika, is the Listening in Reverse. In reverse, this card says, oops, grab the right one. Are you feeling that you're not being heard? That perhaps your needs aren't valid? And that your song will go unsung? Now is the time to bring your message to the world. Speak up. It's time for your voice to resound through your sphere of influence. This is a moment for you to say what you mean and ask for what you want. Reversed, listening has another meaning. It also asks if you're refusing to listen to someone else, preferring to hear what you want instead of what's being said. This is the time to get out of denial. Reversed, this card always brings freedom if you heed its advice. My friend, it's time to move on. Don't wait for this person anymore. You are not meant to live your life on the sidelines. Jump in and live life for the here, the now. Don't wait around for him. Lizzie, you are next. Sometimes, Rahika, sometimes an image, going back to somewhere you may have visited, sometimes a scent can bring those emotions back. So remember, sometimes it might be just something you've encountered that brings this memory back. There's something, I promise you, what is meant for you will never pass you by. Or require this much work from you either. Sometimes having a pen and paper by your bed so when you wake up at night, you can write those dreams down. And I have a dream and nightmare book. These dreams might have something more important to say. They might be telling you, it's just time to move on. A dream journal, yeah. Perfect. Marcia, thank you. All right, Lizzie. And then Venus is next, if Venus is still here. Lizzie, you have that Knight of Pentacles again. I used to have a reoccurring nightmare from a very, very young age. And I talked to multiple people, counselors, friends, family members about this reoccurring dream. Nightmare. It's not a dream. It was a nightmare. Let me get this oracle for Lizzie. There. Oh, almost. We almost had one, Lizzie. Recurring dreams and nightmares are scary. This one was, for me, anyways, extremely scary. Like I said, the very first time I had it, I was like elementary school, and I was hiding behind a pillar. The whole room, it was like a universe of just pillars and black and white squared floors. The floor was black and white marble squares. Lizzie, the first card you have is the King of Wands. And I was hiding behind the pillar. Like somebody was looking for me. And that's as far as it got. That's all it was. But it would always constantly be reoccurring. King of Wands. This card represents something happening fast, like days. It's a positive, it's a yes card, and it says to take action and express your reason to be. The card says you can inspire enthusiasm where there is lethargy. You put vigor into any occasion you grace with your presence. And you are a master at putting a new spin on any situation. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, this person is reliable and dependable. The problem with the Knight, Lizzie, is that when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. You have a major arcana, the Lovers. It's a positive, it's a yes card. And it says nothing should be held back, even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability, weakness, nervousness. Be open and transparent. The card represents success and unexpected blessings from above. You have the Waterproof card. And I haven't had this dream in nightmare in over 5 years. This card This card asks you to create a barrier between the feelings of others and yourself when inner strength is needed. When you're waterproof, the emotions, actions, and words of other people don't impact our perception of who we are or our self-worth. So casual insults, snarky comments, and emotional vampires, they don't bother someone who is waterproof. Again, create a barrier between the feelings of others and yourself when inner strength is needed. So, I don't know how many years it's been. It's been a few years, but a couple years before my daughter passed away, their biological father passed away. And any of you guys who are who have been subscribers for a while know that when I left my kid's dad, all my kids have the same dad. We left, it was a domestic violence situation. So he was a very violent person. Now, he loved his children. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was violent to his kids, because he was not violent with his children. He just didn't like me. So that dream, when he passed away, I had one more dream hiding behind that pillar in that universe of pillars and black and white marble square tile floor. One last dream, and he was there, and the room burst into flames. It was gone, and I've never had that dream again. Nightmare. Never had that nightmare again. Oh, domestic violence is a horrible... Hope, hello. Domestic violence is a horrible, horrible thing to experience. Female, male, even being the children in the situation. So that was 33 years ago when I left that situation. Oops, I forgot. Venus, we are using the crows. Aw, thank you. Thank you. It's easier to talk about it now, especially when he's not around. I don't have to worry about it. I used to have to look over my shoulder all the time. All the time, no matter what. Even when you... So the Salvation Army is the one who helped me leave through a domestic violence program. But it doesn't mean that just because you're in another state or even in another country that you're safe. I am definitely safe now. And I'm so thankful that I don't ever have to look over my shoulder ever again. You know, it's scary. One of the worst things that happened after we had left and come to New York, one of my kids, we were at the hospital in the emergency room. I can't remember why, but we were there. I had 4 kids. It was like 4 daredevils too. So if one did it, you know the other one had to outdo them, and then so on and so forth. Yeah. So we're in the emergency room. One of the kids is out back. No, that is not true. We are waiting to be called. And a nurse comes out and says, your husband's looking for you. I freaked out. Oh, yep, I must have the look or something on my face. Because I grabbed my kids and stood up and we were getting ready to run. And she was like, wait a minute. And she looked at her paper and she asked me if I was this person. I was like, no, not at all. She said, I knew there was a mistake. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, I literally thought he found us. That wasn't the case. One of the scariest but most thankful moments of my life. You have Venus, you have the 3 of Cups. Remember, cups are our emotions suit. This card represents an engagement. It is a celebration, and it is going to be a joyous celebration. Maybe an engagement or a wedding. It's positive. It's a yes. And it represents something slow, months. and quite possibly the summertime. I mean, it does represent the summertime. So if there is an engagement or a wedding, maybe it is a summer party. But it says to go for it because it represents a successful conclusion. And you may find yourself right now at a place of rest and examination. You may have just gone through some conflict or stress. Uh, this card represents that a new life awaits. And also that it may be time to get rid of things that you no longer need, that are useless to you. It may have served a purpose at one time, but maybe its purpose is no longer needed. So just get rid of it. Which makes sense why you have a Seven of Wands. Wands represent something happening fast, positive, yes. And the Seven is a call to reorganize. So get rid of this stuff. You can see this card looks like the person it's either conflict or self-defense. The card represents that you will not be manipulated or controlled by an inferior attack on your principles. Stand firm, stand up, and be counted. Your oracle for the day is the Nature card. And I'm going to be ending this video with this card. This card indicates the signs are around you and something less than favorable is approaching. Your attention is needed to ensure that you have time to react. This card brings to your awareness red flags that you may have been missing or denying, putting you in a less desirable situation. Now, Venus, remember, this can be from the employer who pays a day or two late to the partner who never wants to be seen together out in public. All too often, we make excuses in an attempt to dismiss the warnings so as to avoid accepting reality. Warning signs appear throughout various scenarios in our lives. Sometimes it takes a friend or someone on the outside to point out what we don't want to acknowledge. So when this card appears, consider the signs that you have received. Do they shed light on a situation that you may have been avoiding? Hope, are you busy this afternoon? I mean, in like 15, 20 minutes, are you free? I only have a couple of seconds. So if you're free, I would like to send you a link so that we could go over those deck of cards if you are interested. Suren, I apologize, my friend. We're going to have to wait till tomorrow because I'm ending this video. Hope, I'll send you a link. I'll send you an email first. My friends, thank you so much for being here. If you like this type of content, I hope you give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you in the family. Hit the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload content. And check out my membership levels. I offer 4 of them. Each level offers the member something different. Each level is a different price. Subscribing is always free. So with that, my friends, I hope you have the best day ever. And again, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.